I want to make the board aware of a public hearing that's coming up in August 10th at 7 p.m. It's at the Planning Commission meeting. Also, I'm doing this because we really need the public involved in this. So I'm hoping that this information gets out, people watch it on YouTube and gets out to the public. Next, please. What we're looking at, the Planning Commission at their last meeting last Wednesday took a look at a text amendment to design standards ordinance that they're working on right now. And what this, in part, and what I'm going to focus on is the development and the support of what our master plan is and our complete streets ordinance and what we've been doing. So next slide, please. Next slide. We've had some input from a planning commissioner, next slide, and some input from a developer. So far we only have two sides, or two different individuals giving us some input. So what we're after is we need people that want to support the master plan, want to support complete streets, and want to support the development of trails in the township. We need those people to come to the Planning Commission meeting next August the 10th. Next slide, please. You know, we look closely, and that's our job in government, is really to do what the citizens of this community want done. And so we look at the surveys and what they want to have done. And this one right here, you can see that people support the development of biking and walking. Some other things there too. Next slide, please. Now, the master plan is built on what the citizens want. And this is the master plan that was basically created by the Planning Commission and supported by this board. And this really should be our Bible. Our strategic plan and our master plan and all our plans should be what we're moving forward with in this community unless we are going to update them or modify them. So, next slide, please. Note at the bottom of the master plan, we have at least considered smart growth principles. There's 10 principles, and one of them is create walkable communities. These are ideas that have been going on for 30 years and how they make a community a better place to live. We also, because we were the first township in the Upper Peninsula to develop a complete streets and adopt a complete streets ordinance, we also are part of the Michigan Complete Streets Coalition. And I can tell you a lot more about the millennials and placemaking and a lot of things that are really, we want to attract the mobile class. We want to attract people that are educated and can do their job from any place in the world. And this is one of the types of amenities that they're looking for. They want non-pedestrian, or they want non-motorized access. They want a bicycle, they want to hike, they want to do lots of different outdoor sports. Next slide, please. And this is from our rec plan. And you can see that in 2018, although it's probably going to be 2019, we have plans to put, and it's all proposed right now, nothing's set in stone, and we have to wait for a plan from Brinkerhoff, and that's probably not going to happen until the middle of October, and the DDA has to look at it, and a lot of people have to look at it, but we are moving forward with plans to try to put an underpass under US 41, a safe crossing. Next slide, please. And this is our Schwemmwood Park right here. And we bought this property in 2011 because, first of all, the township came up with match money, and the public, businesses, organizations, and individuals came up with over $15,000 to help purchase that property. That's a trailhead. And so what our idea is, this is where our idea is to take it down at the lowest place and go underneath the road and connect this side. And it's to connect to the NTN trailhead up in Northville. But we see this area as it being very beneficial to this area. People, retail shops, access that in a non-motorized way. Okay, next slide, please. Here are some of the people that support this. I mean, they gave financially to make this happen. You know, so the need is there, people are demonstrating the need, but this is an expensive way to go because the township had to use taxpayers' money in part for the match money, and we had to raise $15,000 in order to purchase that property. Next, please. What else is there? So again, we need comments. We need comments about how do we put some language in this design standards that shifts the responsibility from the township using taxpayer money and also having to raise funds. How do we shift this to the businesses that want to do, people that want to do business in our community? And so we're asking the public to come out to this public hearing and speak their mind. If you're interested in complete streets and you want to be able to walk places, and you want to be able to bicycle places, then you're going to need to come here and let the Planning Commission know that. So some of the things that have already been taken out of the text, from what I've heard, is things like ADA compliant. Using words, not just words, but understanding the design principles of the ADA and universal design and barrier-free access. These are all things that anybody that's building a building right now this day and age, they really need to take into consideration. You want to be able to have your business open to all people of all ages and abilities. So this is really important. And it may seem like it's just a text amendment, but this is becomes the guide, because this is part of an ordinance. This is part of an ordinance, correct? It's a design standard ordinance. So this becomes the law. And so this is where we can get developers to understand that we're serious about non-motorized transportation. We're serious about alternative modes of transportation. And so if you would, as a board member, if you have time on Wednesday, the 10th of August, we'd really like to see you there. And again, anybody that you know in the community that's interested in seeing more non-motorized transportation, seeing this underpass go through, we can't go to MDOT and ask for a $2 million underpass if we don't have places that it's going to connect. So we've got to have these connections either in the works or there already. So this is real important, just if not for anything else, but to get this underpass, to bring it to fruition. So your support, support of the community is really important. And here's, again, you know, the developers are probably going to be there, you know, because it does initially going to cost a little bit more money. Even though the cost of some of these developments are multi-million and it's not that much to put in walkways, you know, there's still people that are going to find fault with that. But it's the wave of the future. It's if we want this to be, if we want our economy to keep growing, if we want to attract talented people that'll build industries here and bring jobs with them, then this is the way we need to go. One more slide, please. So again, to the public and anybody else that can be there, August the 10th at 7 p.m. We'd appreciate it. One more thing, the road committee just reached a consensus to support this stronger language in that. We just met. And of course the rec committee, it's in our rec plan. We've been advocates of complete streets and non-motorized